Hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is some Overwatch gameplay. So, today we're going to talk about so many things that's been going around the Overwatch community, from the Halloween event to Halloween costumes to what could be the next Overwatch hero, which everybody's saying is going to be Sombra, but there's no confirmation for that, just a leaked image. So let's hop right into this. So let's start off on the costumes. Halloween is a really huge event. Halloween, Christmas, those are huge events. So if you guys remember way back in the Summer Games, which wasn't way back ago, it was just like 2 months ago in August, but in Summer Games they gave us some costumes. Now, some people just got some palette swaps like Torbjorn. You know, here's Torbjorn right here. It's just like a simple palette swap. While some other characters like Tracer and Lucio, like these two right there, they got some really nice skins. You know, I actually really like Tracers, and I see a lot of people using Lucios. So, with this new Halloween skin, if these leaked images are true, I don't have any of these images to put up on the screen, but if they are true, Junkrat's costume is going to be a mad scientist, Mercy is going to be a witch, and Reaper is going to be some kind of jack-o'-lantern monster thing. And people are saying that Roadhog is going to be some kind of Frankenstein monster. Now, not Frankenstein. Frankenstein is the doctor. The monster who has that screw on his neck, people are saying that's who Roadhog's costume might be. But this is all speculation based on these, I guess you can call them leaked images if they're legit. So with these leaked Halloween costumes and possibly future palette swaps that might be coming onto these characters, I feel like Tracer actually might get a really nice palette swap, and it just suits this Halloween style. Now look at this costume right here. I feel like this Tracer costume would be perfect for a Halloween themed palette swap. I mean, just think of it, these leggings that's like black and white with a little bit of pink in there, just switch it so it's like black and orange, and then the pink in there maybe have like green or something, so it just looks like a jack-o'-lantern kind of like colors. Same with her goggles, and this one her goggles have like skull faces, just put pumpkins at the top, and just like, give her some black hair, and it would just suit this Halloween theme so perfectly. Even her boots, maybe keep her boots black, or maybe make it some orange and black so it just has that pumpkin Halloween-like theme to it. So I think that's a really good idea to have a palette swap on that Tracer costume. There are some other heroes in there that look really good with palette swaps, but I just feel like that specific Tracer outfit stands out the most. There was also a leak on these Halloween-themed loot boxes on the Xbox shop. Now, if you don't know about this, there was an image that was leaked, and it showed a screenshot of the Halloween-themed loot boxes. So if that's the case, these are going to be treated just like the Summer Game loot boxes, which means they're timed, you have a certain amount of time to get them, and once this event expires, you probably won't get them until next year. So grind up those loot boxes and get these quirky, cool Halloween stuff while you can. Advertisement. So let's talk about this zombie mode that's supposedly going to take place during the Halloween event. So if this leak is accurate, there's going to be a horde mode that's taking place during this Halloween event. Kind of like the Lucio boy. Remember back in the Summer Games, you guys were playing soccer with Lucio, and then some people glitched in Diva and Tracer in there, and they were cheating, and it sucked. So that's what's going to happen with this Halloween event. Apparently, it's going to be some kind of horde mode. And if you don't know what horde mode is, just kind of think of Call of Duty Zombies. You're surviving waves and waves or hordes of enemies, and, well, your objective is to survive as long as you can. And the longer you survive, the more points you get, and, well, good for you. Now, according to the story behind this, Junkrat is a mad scientist called Junkenstein. Junkenstein creates zombie omnics, or zomnics as they're called, and you gotta survive waves of zomnics. Yes! So, if that's how it is, I don't know if they're gonna have you take your own hero. If you can take your own hero, it's gonna be so cheap, because everybody's just gonna take 76 and Roadhog and Mercy, and you're never gonna die. So, we don't know what they're gonna give us, but if it is a zombie horde mode, not a whore. It's not a bad woman, it's a horde mode. If it's a zombie horde mode, then I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something a lot of you guys are gonna like. It's really interesting to have something like that in Overwatch. And that's basically all we know about this Halloween event with the loot box. It was just like a leaked image with some text underneath. The image had Junkrat as a mad scientist and had Reaper in that weird pumpkin jack-o'-lantern monster costume, Mercy as a witch, and just some text under it. So this is just like supposedly legitimate information. Now, let's get on to the juicy stuff that everybody wants to know about that leaked character who's supposed to be Sombra. And there she is! So this is apparently the leaked image of Sombra. Now, nobody knows who this is. It's probably another hero from one of the Overwatch copies, like, I won't call them copies, I guess another Overwatch-style kind of games, like Paladins, or Paragon was the other one called? But she doesn't really look like she has that kind of art style. It looks very Overwatchy-ish to me, and a lot of people are saying it does look like an Overwatch character. We even got the Overwatch background when you play on, what was it, Numbani? When you play Numbani, it has that background, you just have your character select. So, if this is an Overwatch character, this is a new Overwatch character. Everybody's jumping for Sombra. I'm not too sure if this is Sombra. I mean, everybody jumped to Sombra when we had Ana. Even I did it. But I guess it's because everybody just wants Sombra so badly. I'm not really feeling like this is Sombra, because Sombra is modeled after Sugar... Well, her face should hopefully be modeled after Sugar Skulls from the Mexican holiday Cinco de Mayo, and she's supposed to represent death, right? Death and shadow, because Sombra means shadow in Spanish. And I don't see this character representing death or even, you know, shadow in any way. Maybe some kind of hacker. I know Sombra is supposed to be a hacker, and this character does kind of symbolize some kind of espionage hacker-like character. I mean, she looks very futuristic. She has these little claws on her gloves and kind of look like maybe hacking into computers. Who knows? Some kind of pistol you can use to taser somebody if you're trying to sneak in. But she just doesn't really seem very Sombra-ish to me, because, I mean, when you think of Sombra, after all these leaks and just these, not leaks, but like hints on Sombra and who Sombra is and what she represents, you think of somebody who looks very similar to Reaper. Somebody who would represent death. This person, not so much. I mean, she kind of resembles more of, elegant, I guess, kind of manipulation-like kind of hero. Now, if you look at Symmetra, you know, Symmetra's very elegant. She moves very calm, she moves very peaceful, very elegant, and when you play her, she has that kind of playstyle. You can't rush with Symmetra. You gotta take it easy, just do things very slowly, just like how Symmetra moves. So, if this is Sombra, just from the look of her, I feel like it's going to be a very stealthy kind of hero. We don't know what she's capable of doing, what her ulti is, what her abilities are, but just by the design, it just looks like a very stealthy kind of character, and Sombra has gone off to be known as Death, like the female version of Reaper, like a hacking version of Death. So, if this is Sombra, it's probably going to be a very creative, dangerous hero. So the first thing that comes to mind when I think of somebody who represents death yet plays very stealthy is like a character from Assassin's Creed, like Ezio, right? So Ezio, he's very stealthy, yet he kind of represents death because you never know where he's gonna pop up, and when he does pop up, he's just gonna go and get you. If Sombra plays out like Ezio, she is going to be a very, very dangerous hero, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are gonna fall in love with that kind of playstyle too. So that's not even saying that this is her default costume. Now, when Ana was teased with her, I forgot what the costume was called, but it was when she has that black mask on, and it kind of looks like a character from Destiny. That was the Ana that was teased from us, for all these images and these little debris that you see up in the Egyptian level. I forgot what it's called, but that's how Ana was teased to us. Yet when Ana comes out, she looks completely different. We had no idea she was going to be an old woman. We had no idea that she's going to have a costume that's based off of Mad Max. So, it could be the same thing for Sombra. This might not be her default costume. And if this is her default costume, she might have some other palette swaps or some other skins that fully represent Mexico's Cinco de Mayo, where she has the Sugar Skull and she looks like a female version of Reaper. It would fit perfectly. So you have the espionage playstyle with this espionage-like costume, yet you still have the death costume with the Sugar Skull and all that stuff, and it would just fit her perfectly. But these are all leaked images, and they are not proven to be legit, so take everything with a grain of salt. And that's basically about it with the Halloween DLC and the Halloween rumors and Sombra leaks. So, if you liked the video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at Davontos, man. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!